back to Tom and Ben News United Kingdom. Today is Monday, the 27th of February 2023. Here is our top stories today.
Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelenskyy says he plans to meet China's president in the hope that China will be on the side of fair peace and that they will not supply weapons to Russia.
50,000 people have now died from the earthquake that struck Turkey and Syria.
And detectives are investigating the shooting of a police officer in Omagh, County Tyrone, in Northern Ireland. Good evening, Noswaitha, Uchiva, Dobry Vriche, and welcome to this evening's programme. Let's start off the show with viewers' news. Cheers very much for the news. If you would like to send us some viewers' news, then comment down below or use our Facebook page. Link to it is in the descriptions box below, or you can use the Facebook app, whichever way. Doesn't make a difference.
Anyways, let's get to the headlines now, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy says he wants to meet with his Chinese counterpart, Xi Jinping, China's president, to discuss Beijing's calls for a ceasefire and peace talks between Russia and Ukraine on Friday.
China claims to have a neutral stance in the war that began more than a year ago, but has also refused to criticise Moscow's invasion of Ukraine, or even further to it as an invasion.
It has accused Ukraine's Western allies of provoking the conflict and fanning the flames to provide Ukraine with defensive arms. A 3.7 magnitude earthquake has shaken parts of Wales, with tremors felt for 100 miles.
The British Geological Survey said the quake happened at about 11:59 p.m. on Friday, and the depth is around 1.8 miles.
The epicentre was north of Blaenau in Blaenau Gwent and west of Krakow in Powys, but people on Twitter reported feeling it as far away as Birmingham.
Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has vowed to keep working towards a deal in regards to the Northern Ireland Protocol after a meeting with the EU's Ursula von der Leyen was cancelled.
Some reports suggested Downing Street had hoped that von der Leyen would shake hands on a revised pact while visiting, while Sky News reported that she was also scheduled to meet His Majesty King Charles III at Windsor Castle on Saturday.
Northern Irish Brexit supporter and former Labour MP Baroness Hoy tweeted, "If true, I cannot believe that even the advisors around Rishi Sunak, who clearly don't understand Northern Ireland, could have even contemplated this."
The number of people killed by the earthquakes that struck Turkey and Syria earlier this month has now passed the 50,000 mark, according to the latest figures from both countries.
In Turkey alone, 44,218 people died as a result of the earthquakes, the country's Disaster Emergency Management Authority said on Friday, while the latest announced death toll in Syria was 5,914.
The first earthquake on February 6th that hit southeastern Turkey and northern Syria measured at a magnitude of 7.8, and a second a little later measured 7.6. The region has been rocked by more than 9,000 aftershocks since then.
Detectives are investigating the shooting of a police officer in Omagh, County Tyrone in Northern Ireland, with 5 people now confirmed to be arrested.
2 gunmen shot 48-year-old John Caldwell several times in front of his young son at a sports complex in Omagh on Wednesday. Investigators said their main line of inquiry into the attempted murder was Descendant Republican group, the New IRA.
Descendant Republicans opposed the 1998 Good Friday Agreement peace deal and continue to use violence to attempt to unite Northern Ireland with the Republic of Ireland. A 43-year-old man has been arrested in Stewartstown in County Tyrone on Friday evening.
Defence Secretary Ben Wallace has said the troubled £5.5 billion programme to build the British Army's new Ajax fighting vehicle has turned a corner.
The Ministry of Defence project to build 589 state-of-the-art Ajax tanks has prompted severe criticism, having been running for nearly 13 years without yet providing a single deployable vehicle.
Originally intended to enter service in 2017, it has been repeatedly delayed, with problems including noise and vibration issues, which injured soldiers testing the vehicles.
3,000 tickets are being allocated to displaced Ukrainians living in the UK to go to the Eurovision Song Contest, which is taking place in Liverpool, Merseyside. Ukraine won the contest last year, but due to the ongoing war, the UK, who came second, was offered to hold this year's contest.
3 candidates will take part in the contest to succeed Nicola Sturgeon as SNP leader and First Minister. MSPs Kate Forbes, Ash Regan and Humza Yousaf had all met the threshold for nominations before the new deadline.
The ballot of SNP members, which will use a single transferable vote system, opens on the 13th of March, and the winner will be announced on the 27th of March.
Candidates had been required to get 100 nominations from at least 20 local party branches.
Russian ambassador to the United Nations, Vasily Nembansia, interrupted a minute's silence at the UN to mark a year since the war in Ukraine started. After the interjection, the silence continued after a short delay.
Stargazers across Wales were able to witness Venus, Jupiter and the Moon on Thursday during a spectacular celestial event known as a conjunction. According to the UK Space Agency, the 2 planets reached their apparent closest point at the start of March, when they'll appear to form one point.
And finally tonight, Sir Rod Stewart has paid for a day's worth of MRI scans for patients at his local Essex NHS hospital in a bid to help cut waiting lists. The 78-year-old singer visited the Princess Alexandra Hospital in Harlow, Essex, as some scans were taking place. Last month he called a live phone-in on Sky News and offered to pay for people to have hospital scans, having just returned from having a scan himself.
Forecast for London. Partly cloudy, 8 degrees is the high and a low of 3.
Okay, it looks like we're starting to get flies coming into our studio now. Traffic in London, and there are temporary traffic signals due to electricity work on the A224 London Road at London Road.
And there is a road closure due to construction at Ash Lane both ways from Clayhill Road to Somerstead Road.
That's all the news today. Thanks so much for watching. Copyright 2023. Subscribe for more news as it happens, and we shall see you on Wednesday for the launch of 60 Seconds.
And Tom and Ben News United Kingdom will be back next Monday as usual. You can also follow us on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Tom and Ben News for UK. Use the Facebook app or use the link in the description. Click the like and follow buttons.